And this is a bit of an indication of how Trey wants to play this. Does he want to see flops? Does he want to fold? Does he want to try and make re-raises?
Well, this is the unknown quantities for us because we don't really know how he's going to play now heads up. He's done everything right so far. How will he adapt his game to heads up?
Pass.
He's laying it down. He does not want to be a caller. And Rene will take that one down. And with that, they have pulled. Well, I do believe it's nearly even, or almost exactly even.
Yeah, I think it's exactly even. 25.5 each.
Holy Toledo. Oh, it's taken a long time to get here. About 53 hands. But a match race here. Neither Trey nor Rene more than an inch in front. Is there anything that separates these two, or do you think we might just be waiting for a cold deck hand, two big hands and bish bash?
That's exactly it. I think we're waiting for two big hands here. We're looking at a raise and a re-raise and a good flop and an all-in and a call. I think they have enough respect for each other. We're looking at two high cards here, two high hands.
Yeah, I mean, they've been very evenly matched so far.
Trey's making a raise with absolute garbage. It's good play.
Raise.
He's got position. He's got the button.
2,500 more, 4 total.
Should be enough to take this one.
That's been his standard raise.
I just like to see a little re-raise here and there. You know, it hasn't happened too much in this game, but heads up, it's good to try it out every now and then.
Rene's thinking about something.
I suppose because it's suited Queen 2, it entices him to call.
He's just taking his time. He's trying to get a read off Trey, and clearly Trey giving nothing up.
No.
Because Trey cool as a cold summer drink, and Rene thinking better of trying to make a move on it.
It gives you great confidence when you bluff your opponent out of the hand, knowing full well you've got rubbish.
I mean, because these two are so close in money, is it almost like no one wants to be the first one to make a move? Because if it goes wrong, then you're fighting from a hole.
That's right, and then you're fighting to put your chips all in. He's got another ace. He's had a few good hands, Rene.
Yeah,
another
sure
big
has.
ace.
And he's alternating here.
Yeah, I like this play.
You know, sometimes he raises, sometimes he calls it. It's impossible to get a read.
Yeah, he's keeping his opponent guessing. I like this play.
No raise.
And Trey playing it very straight from the big blind as well. It's almost like these two are playing defensive poker. That's a great flop for Trey Brabham.
He's got a top pair with a up and down straight draw.
Check.
It's a good enough flop to check raise, but Rene not falling for it at this stage.
Four.
He's hit it straight.
He sure has.
Needs to check this down again.
$3,000.
3,000.
Sort of a reverse bluff.
Pass.
He's hoping the being strong will make him seem weak, but Rene's not falling for it.
No.
750.
And I tell you, it's tough to pick a winner out of these two.
It is. I was just about to say, Jesse, I cannot pick the winner here. I really can't. I know it's 28,000 against 22,000, but it's anyone's call. It really is. It's anyone's game.
Dr. Lucky on the button. That's an ace. Side card doesn't really matter head up. Or does it?
4,000 straight.
Raise 2,500 more, 4 total.
And that size raise has become standard for Trey. 15 plus 25. Oh.
I'm sure we'll see a re-raise here.
Wow.
All in.
Wow.
That's what you call a re-raise.
I mean, that's a re-raise of over 20,000 pounds. Yeah, that'll make you swallow and think twice. And, well, there's no way that Trey could call this.
No, you can't call this at all.
But Renee did not say a word. He just shoved the money in. He's looking ahead. He doesn't even have a glance for Trey.
How much is it?
But look at his eyes. They sure are darting around.
18.6.
I think Trey
More.
knows inside he's not going to call this, but he's just going to show that he's not going to put his hand down too soon. He's not going to be bullied out of it too easily.
Cute.
Cute.
You know, when you're head to head, you always think the other guy is at it because you know you're getting such bad cards.
That's right.
And when you do see that ace, you just can't believe,
Small pocket pair.
just can't believe that you're going to get.
Pass.
You know, ace deuce is like when you go out with your mate and you see two girls over the bar. You see one good-looking one and one not so good-looking one, and you're the one that ends up with a deuce. And it's the only way I can describe ace deuce heads up when someone's gone all in with a raise. You have the ace and I'll have the deuce. Good night.
There's only two of them, and looking at this head-up statistics, not much separates them in cash. Trey Brabham has won more hands, and he's been a bit more aggressive. But beyond that, what do you see?
Well, it's going to come down to two big hands, Jesse.
If Trey can do this, and it looks like he's got every capability of doing it, I think we're going to be seeing the emergence of a new poker star, really regardless of what happens. We're seeing a guy who may be on the poker scene for a while in Trey Brabham.
You could see him sat at the table in Vegas, couldn't you? With that beard and the sunglasses.
Well, you know, Scott Fishman played a couple weeks ago, and Trey looks a lot like Scott Fishman. He's got a lot of the same cool mannerisms, the
Yep.
sure moves.
It's very true.
Can't
It's very
rattle
similar.
him. Yeah. Of course, Scott Fishman with 2 World Series of poker
right.
bracelets. It's nice company to keep if he can get it. We've got a pot here. It was a limp in and a check. 3,000 pounds in the pot. And Trey on the Jack
Ace
5,
10.
but Renee, 10-5 of diamonds. That's a bingo flop.
That's a great flop. He's got flush draw and he's got middle pair. Huge.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Trey's announced bet.
Uh-oh.
2,000.
Well, that 2,000 has just been ripped up and dusted.
Yeah, he's got to come over the top here now. Surely.
I mean, it's such a big hand. Could you see? Could you
Maybe just a call, do you think, Jesse?
I don't know. I mean, it's a massive flop.
Call.
He's going to let Trey try and sink himself. And if Trey goes, well, Trey could get you Jack here, but any other card, and he's just gulping air.
He's fired one bullet, but I can't see him firing another one. No.
Queen.
He's going to check this. He knows that Renee's got part of this.
Check.
King now would make Trey a straight.